1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama, ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Smith going to look to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hurt. 79 Broncos.
Here's Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Trap 50, trap 60. Ready.
Here's Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
On the gut. 70 Rangers. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Smith throwing again. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have struck first in this NFC title game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The drive starts with a run by White. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Warrior 70.
To throw on second down is Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashad White, 73 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Howell going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Read option, this is White. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 Lions. Go.
From the gun, here's Smith. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. A 22-yard touchdown bang. And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Who able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Now they go play action with Howell. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brian Brzee able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now they run the option on second down. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Washington going to send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Ready?
On 1st down, Smith. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready?
Back to throw, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
70 Ranger. 18 Pioneer. Ready, right?
Out of the gun, Smith. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jackson. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Howell. That is incomplete.
Got no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Howell. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Kamara now to return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try to think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let go.
Looking to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the... He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hey, Crash. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. 21-0 our score after
1. Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Smith. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing again is Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
Now Smith. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it is 28-0. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
First down, Howell to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The Smith throw caught by Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Alvarez. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
the Saints add 6 to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, Howell. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. And Howell will throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
3rd and long, here's Howell. He's got a man, that's caught, left sideline. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Smith on 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Alvarez. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Ready, set. 19 Lions.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw again. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state, I'll make it rain out here. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game.
Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people call them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
Here we go.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Throwing is Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Andrews on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Howell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
2nd down throw for Howell. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brian Brzee able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this 1st half of football. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
3rd and 19. Here's Howell. Under pressure, they got him again. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. On the return, it's Kamara. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Mustang 19.
On first down, it's Smith. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 tight, 19 tight, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
On second down, here's Smith. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Warrior 70, 18 Rattler, 8 Cowboy 8.
On first down, Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by this. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. One last shot before the break. Howell. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Hal to throw on second down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And once more, Hal back to the air. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 46 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
19 Lions.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Now it's Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Cup 19, trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have got it on cruise control. Coup now for the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Throwing here, Howell. He's got him in, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Now they try the right side here. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go play action. Howell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 48 yards. And the Commanders are able to at least get one score back. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Smith now to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Pioneer. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Hustle.
Now Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to claw one back.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Warriors 70, street, 18, Rattler, Ready, right?
Smith. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Smith. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Check, Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Go.
Try to pound it in. Camaro shoves him aside. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a safe touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Saints have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
In motion right, Olave. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Now he's into the clear again.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Come on, come on.
First
79 Broncos. Ready.
From the gun, here's Smith. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Cup 19, Cup 19, trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And now the rookie's free.
He's got a full head of steam, and he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This 2nd and 4. Howell down to throw it.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. And they're going to speed things up here. Now throwing on first down here. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And now Smith going to change the play.
Here's Smith on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Howell.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Howell.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Commanders 42.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
On second down, here's Smith.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So a player's shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On first down, it's Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. There's the touchdown, Saints. Mark Andrews, 63 yards.
And the Saints are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it has.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They give to White on the option.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Andrews, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Saints continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. but they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Another throw for Howell.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. On the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
At the 46-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go.
Play action. It's Smith. On the move to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Going right side is White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
2nd and a couple.
Bronco 80.
Throwing now, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. Here is 3rd down and 4. And Howe will throw it.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Kamara there with a 1st down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
On 1st down, Howell.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
57.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number.